Greetings everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by, and hello to my subscribers. Thanks for coming back. You've reached Kathleen Shattuck and you're watching Soul Level Healing and Guidance. I am a shamanic healer, Reiki master teacher, and a psychic medium, and I'm just giving us a nice smudge of Palo Santos. Of course, Palo Santos is good for everyday use if you so choose, and it's very powerful. I would say it's even more powerful than sage. Even as I do this, I can feel stuff just popping off my aura. I had a Reiki session today earlier, and you are joining me from my Reiki room. So I wanted to come on today to have a check-in and say Happy New Year. God, you guys, I can't believe we're already on the 11th of January. It's crazy. So I hope that you guys are surviving, that you're doing well, and please know that I'm here if you need me for anything. And I've opened up some financing options if you want to buy a package with me. Usually my packages are, anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. Go check out my services menu on my booking page and let me know what you think. I tried to include things in there for people who are on a budget, and also for people that need that deeper, more long-term healing. If you buy one of my packages, you save over 25%, and I'm also accepting Afterpay, which is you can make payments. I think it's 4 payments over 6 weeks. So inquire within. I just wanted to throw that out there for you. But let's just talk about January, and boy, we're in kind of the dead of winter right now. It's like, I think January is probably one of the hardest months for people to get through, and that is because it's like this big crash that happens after the holidays. It's like, oh, we can be happy in the pretty lights and everything, but once that glitter and glamour is over, that people who were struggling with depression before the holidays are really feeling it much worse. Depression does rise around the holidays. So I thought I would make a video that was conscious of that. I wanted to talk in this video about seasonal depression, also known as SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's also known as the winter blues. And this is a time that people can really struggle to get through their day. They find themselves really tired and lethargic. Lots of symptoms. I'm going to list some of the symptoms in the description of this video and provide some links. So if you think that you're suffering from that, or even just a low vitamin deficiency, I'm going to give you some of the signs to look out for and help you get through this last stretch of winter. These are natural supplements that I'm going to list that are very easily and readily available anywhere that you go, from Rite Aid, Walgreens, to grocery stores like Fred Meyer, Safeway. These are easily found and they're affordable. You can even find them at Walmart. And these are going to be things that help you kind of lift your mood, help you to get in a more positive frame of mind. I know that's hard for some people right now, and the energy is just really right now. We have a lot of stuff going on in astrology, but I'm really not going to go into astrology. I think that you guys need a little bit more ground support right now. And so whatever I feel like the collective needs, that is what I'm going to offer and give to you, because I listen to my angels and my guides. For those of you who do not know, I work with Archangel Metatron. He is one of my main guides, as is Archangel Azrael, who is death, okay? So I guess I'm a gray witch, if you want to call it that. I really don't like labels, but I consider myself someone who has gone through their own darkness and ascended it. And I'm here to teach you how you can balance the energies within yourself. So let's go over some of the things that can help you. Now, I want to back up a little bit here, and I want to say that most of these on the list I used to heal myself. My background is not a happy one. I really had some bad damage to my body. I had 5 herniated discs in my 30s. I came down with arthritis all over my body in my 20s. I had a crush injury on my left foot, and I didn't walk for 2 years. So I had a lot of chronic pain issues. And then because of that and kind of postpartum depression that never went away, I was a freaking mess. I was on all kinds of antidepressants, and I wound up getting addicted to pain medication from all the surgeries. And, you know, I was just a complete train wreck. So once that, you know, hit a crescendo and, you know, my life kind of fell apart, and I wound up going to treatment, and then getting my life back on track and back together. I decided that I really didn't like the way I felt still. I felt like there was some numbness there, some blockage and access to my true self and to my spiritual self. And I realized that the antidepressants were blocking that. And so I used amino acids, and some of which are on the list today, to kind of break free of that vicious cycle. Now, what I will say about antidepressants is that they helped me get through the times that I needed, but I don't feel like they're a permanent solution. I think that everybody, unless you're severely chemically altered, okay, that's the only scenario. But I do feel like adding these support anyone who is actually on antidepressants. I highly recommend you talk to your doctor about all of the herbs and amino acids and vitamins that I list today. And all of this is going to be in the comment section, okay? But I wanted to mention that I healed myself with the list that I am going to describe to you. And again, this is for daily mood support, but especially during these times, these very dark days of winter. We need an extra boost in our mood because we're not getting enough sun, we're not getting outside enough and getting enough fresh air. So let's go over some of these things. Now, first, I talked about the amino acids. And these take time to build up in your system, so you need to be patient. If you are on antidepressants, you need to talk to your doctor about this carefully and see if they think that would be a good thing for you to try. All right. So things that I'm going to mention here are SAM-E. That one worked for me shortly. It helped me, but then it kind of stopped working. So then I went to 5-HTP, and I felt an instant lift within about a week's time. I felt a lift and also a kind of a mood stabilization effect with 5-HTP. Then there was L-Theanine, and 5-HTP and L-Theanine can both be taken at day or night. And the other one that's good to try, and this is for anger and panic disorder, is L-Carnitine. Now, I am not a doctor. I'm going to put a disclaimer in this video that, you know, I am not even a naturopathic physician, but I'm a healer. I'm a spiritual healer. And I am simply relaying to you the things that I use to heal myself naturally and kind of get off that hamster wheel of Western medicine. Now, I had a lot of anxiety too, God, especially quitting opiates. It's like I was really uncomfortable in my body. I was really uncomfortable with even expressing myself and talking to people. So I needed something to kind of help that. And because I was, you know, totally sober, I decided to give Kava Kava a try. Now, Kava Kava is a mild CNS depressant, but it really helps quiet the nerves. It can calm PTSD related anxiety, and it also really helps any kind of panic attack or, you know, anxiety disorder. It really calms you down. Now, the only thing with the Kava Kava is you probably shouldn't drive or operate machinery until you know how you'll react to it. Okay, now this next one is a big one I want you to write down, and it's called ashwagandha. Okay, ashwagandha, it promotes a peaceful mood, and it helps you through times of stress and anxiety. If you're living any kind of life that is in transition right now, you need ashwagandha. Okay, ashwagandha is, for me, it's like this little bubble that like nothing can get in my space, nothing can get under my skin or penetrate my aura in any way. Ashwagandha helps you deal with life's challenges in a calm way. It's a daytime and a calm, clear, and focused feeling that it gives you. Now, if you have severe panic attacks and they're getting a lot worse during this time, Valerian Root is definitely worth mentioning. Valerian Root can be like an herbal Valium, and it's really good for people that have insomnia. Now, another thing I'd like to mention that can help lift your mood and promote positivity is St. John's wort. Okay, St. John's wort is an herbal supplement that you can find anywhere, and it has been the #1 herbal antidepressant in Europe for over 20 years, and you will not see that anywhere. Okay, they don't tell you this stuff. This is stuff that you have to kind of learn yourself. This is all stuff that I studied in my search to heal. Now, another thing that can really help you is mushrooms, okay? Mushrooms are good for a lot of things, but they can help lift your mood and promote a peaceful state of mind. And these mushrooms include reishi, lion's mane, and chaga. These mushrooms all contain chemicals and enzymes that help support mood regulation, and they help to stabilize the body's circadian rhythms, which are our natural wake and sleep cycles. So it's fascinating how much vitamins can really help you, and herbs and supplements. Now, one thing I would like to say about vitamins is that I wonder just how many of you watching this right now are on all kinds of antidepressants. You think you have bipolar disorder, or you think you have severe, you may have PTSD, okay? I have PTSD. Shit, we all have PTSD, okay? Many people I know, Generation X, we had pretty rough childhoods. Our parents were really fucked up. The baby boomer generation, they shouldn't have been having kids, okay? They didn't know what the hell they were doing. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, we're really messed up too. And so, we've had to kind of find for ourselves what works. But with, Americans, okay, we want to take a pill for everything, a pill to solve all of our problems, right? And that's really been taken advantage of by the medical industry, which is a business, guys. Don't you ever forget that Western medicine and the big pharma, as I call it, that is a business, and they are going to try to sell you these things. And when it comes to vitamins, we've really been had, okay? When you start reading about the symptoms of vitamin D deficiency and depression, they absolutely mirror each other. So I urge you all to take a serious study if you're suffering from any kind of mental health stuff, to get into the vitamins and the amino acids and see for yourself how you can heal and cure your brain and not have to take those anymore. Okay, so that's my rant. Let's go on to the vitamins now. Most importantly at this time is vitamin D. Okay, vitamin D. When we are experiencing low vitamin D, the first thing that you are going to notice in your body is you feel exhausted. You're tired. You're sluggish. Your body aches. Your bones ache. You can't move. You get weird pings of pain and sensations in your body, and you can also get muscle cramping, okay? That is low vitamin D. And if you live here in Washington, where I live, you definitely have low vitamin D right now. There is not a person walking around that has enough vitamin D unless they are on the sun lamp all the time. So it's really, really important that, we get our levels checked, and I recommend everybody watching this do that. Please go and get your levels checked, your vitamin levels, because you might be shocked at where you're actually sitting and why you feel like crap, okay? I'm trying to help you feel better. So vitamin D, I recommend the highest dose that you can find, and that's going to be 2,500 to 5,000 units per dose of a quality vitamin D supplement. It will change your life. You'll have so much more energy. I mean, look at me. I'm like, I'm up, I'm lively in the dead of winter. It's because I've been really taking care of myself, okay? Now, the next big vitamin that we should think about when it comes to seasonal depression and kind of fighting those winter blues is magnesium. Magnesium, it helps to lower stress and our blood pressure too. And so if you have anxiety, okay, you're getting a high blood pressure feeling with that panic in your chest and your heart chakra. So to get something that helps to lower that, and also magnesium gets into the muscles and it relaxes the muscle tissue. So it has this beautiful muscle relaxant effect and a calming heart space effect, which is great for anybody with anxiety or PTSD. Right, and lastly on this list is going to be B vitamins. B vitamins help to boost our energy levels. And oh, there's one more, vitamin C. Now, you'd be surprised to know that not only does vitamin C ward off colds and flu, but it also fights chronic fatigue, depression, and reduces stress levels. So talk to your doctor about vitamins. I'm sorry, a multivitamin isn't enough. It's not going to do it. Multivitamin is okay, but you need to mix that with other things, okay, in order for it all to work properly. Yes, check your vitamins. You would be really be surprised. So at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and get into a bit of a reading. Let's have a reading and a check-in and see where are we sitting for January. So I'm going to pull out the cards and I want to show you what I got for Yule, my Yuletide present. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? A nice tarot case from a good friend of mine. Yep, and it's leather too. Sorry, vegans. I like cowhide. And we're going to be playing with the classic Rider-Waite Tarot. There we are. And we're going to ask, what is going on with the collective? Okay, what do we need to know? Where are we sitting energetically, and where are we going? Okay. And by the way, I do New Year's prediction readings. If you guys want to schedule for that, I don't know if I have that available, but I am doing those again this year. If you kind of want like a forecast of what you can expect for the year, I invite you to book a reading for that. An hour-long session will do it. New Year's reading, it's always good to find out what is coming up ahead. And we're about to learn what is coming up ahead for the collective right now. Okay. Ooh, all right. We've had come out the Queen of Cups. All right. And I'm really feeling like the Queen of Cups is having us evaluate our heart space right now, and who and what is filling up that heart space, and to determine whether or not that which fills our heart space is worthy and deserving of our heart. So there's a lot of kind of going within and feeling our feelings about things in our life, things that maybe have ended, chapters that have ended, or, you know, on their way to ending. We're summing things up, and I think when it comes more towards next month, we'll be ready to take those into action and go into a more of a swords energy. But right now, we're evaluating what is in our heart. What's holding space within our heart right now? It's time for us to take an evaluation. Are we angry? Are we resentful? Are we focused on our bitterness? Or are we ready to let that go now? Are we ready to take a breath of fresh new year air in and clear it all away? We shall see. All right, and the next card, please, for the collective for January 2024. What can we expect? That's our heart space. What else can we look forward to? What else are we sitting in? What energy do we need to see right now, Spirit? Thank you. Oh, ooh. All right, crossroads. Okay, so the Queen of Cups is about evaluating our heart space and what's taking up energy and space within us. And now we've got to make a decision, okay? And maybe that decision is it could be a catch-22, okay? Maybe you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't, but you know, you're sure damned if you don't take any action, okay? So that is not the answer for whoever is watching this. You have to take some action somewhere, so you're gonna have to pick and choose what that's going to be. Now you can go this way towards the unknown, towards the, oh, look at that new moon, okay? You can go towards what you don't know, or you can continue to keep bashing your head against the rocks. Ooh, I know that sounds a little harsh, but guys, we got the mermaids with us today. Okay, I've got the mermaid symbol. Can you see that mermaid tail on top of that pentacle and amethyst? Yeah, this is what the mermaids are saying. They're saying you can keep moving and going towards the new and the unknown and trust that it's going to be okay, or you can keep bashing your head up against the rock, okay? And that bashing your head up against the rock, it doesn't feel very good. So I want you guys to look at, you know, what's working, what isn't, okay? And especially when it comes to your heart space, what is working for you and what just is not working for you anymore, and you're tired, okay? There's got to be a change, okay? That is what is being presented here. There has to be a change, a choice needs to be made. Am I going to keep bashing my head up against the rock and against things that don't serve me and give my cup of love away to somebody who doesn't care? Or am I going to just continue moving forward? Okay, we've got to kind of save ourselves. That's what I'm getting. You've got to save yourself from whatever you've been trapped in, whatever you have been just feeling constricted by. That constriction, that is what needs to release. The area of tension in your life, and that's going to be different for everyone watching this. The area of tension needs to be cut. You've got to save yourself, okay? You've got to save yourself. You've got to put on your oxygen mask first before you can save anyone or be good to anyone, okay? There's some decisions that need to be made here. Now, I'm going to draw one more card for a conclusion to what is the advice now? What is the advice and outcome? Of course, it fell on the floor. We got the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so, and that can point to divorce, okay? But this could be a few ways read. All right, so I'll read both meanings because I feel like there's a couple different situations that are watching this. Okay, one, let's go with the first one, is the marriage. Okay, this is obviously, these three cards are pointing to some kind of dissolution, all right, in a relationship, in a long-term commitment, or a marriage is ending. And this marriage has been like, you know, both parties, you know, just, they keep trying to swim together, but they just keep getting scraped up against the rocks. And it hurts, and it just keeps hurting, and it's karmic. And I'm seeing that a lot, guys. These karmic marriages, these lifelong partnerships they're slowly dissolving. And that's because their purpose has been fulfilled and served. And sometimes it's really hard to know when to let go. Even when, you know, when it's time to let go, when it hurts more to hang on than it does to let go. So we've got to be brave. We've got to make a choice here when it comes to our long-term commitments and relationships. And now, another way that I'm reading this too is that someone here watching this has really disconnected themselves. I'll put them a different way. Okay, they've disconnected themselves from God. This person has blocked out all of the light in their life, or they've cut off access. This is either conscious or unconsciously so. But I feel also that someone isn't speaking their truth in a situation. Someone isn't really saying what they feel or what they mean. I feel like emotions are being bottled up. They're being pent up and kept in a, you know, in a box, essentially. Someone's watching this, they stuff their emotions. They don't talk about anything. They keep it inside, and they don't share it. And this person is really disconnected from God. They're closed off, and I feel like there's many blocked chakras, especially the heart and the throat. And whoever's watching this or this is about, I feel like this person has to make a decision about where they are going on their spiritual path. I feel like maybe the person watching this is disconnected from their spirit and from their heart and needs to try to find their way back into themselves. So that's a really tough place to be, especially in the dead of winter. And I'm really, really sorry that you're going through that. Whew, boy, guys, I'm really sorry. That is some hard energy to go through, but I've been seeing a lot of that. Now, I could read that on a wider scale and say that, you know, the authority figures in our life, okay? Authority, the Hierophant could represent, it's like the Pope energy. He rules over the people. That coming upside down for our nation, for America. I'm predicting this too, and so is all of astrology with the Pluto return for the United States, okay? Some shit is about to go down, guys. Make sure you've got supplies stocked up and make sure that you're careful out there because things are going to get rough as we go into the election. In November this year, people are going to get really fanatical and acting stupid. So this is kind of a warning of, you know, not only in our personal lives are things crumbling apart, long-term commitments and even commitments to ourselves in our spiritual path, those are falling apart, but we're also seeing the falling down of the government. And that's actually one of my predictions for this year. I don't know to what scale that will happen, but yeah, we're just going to have some popcorn and watch and see what happens. But boy, I hope that really helped you put something into perspective there for what you need to be focusing on for this month. And I feel like I should end this Reiki session or this video with a Reiki session. I'm really feeling drawn just to give you a quick zap. So let me get my energies heated up here, and we'll just have like maybe a 1-minute zap. Those of you who do not want to receive Reiki, thank you so much for being here. And as always, everything can be found in the description box of this video. And I'm going to draw the distance symbol now for those of you who are going to stay for this little miniature Reiki session. And I am just drawing the symbol now for distance. And I want everyone to who is participating to sit in a comfortable position. Make sure your spine is straight and that you're free of distractions. Turn your phone down, close the door, just focus. Just focus and focus on letting go, okay? Focus on letting go, and I'm going to give you a quick zap and let us begin. Angels, guides, ascended masters, guardians, ancestral spirits, and protectors, join us now for this healing session for the viewer. Let the Reiki energy flow into the areas of the body that the viewer needs the healing light. See the light of creation flowing down like a beam of energy coming from the heavens into the top of your crown now. A white healing light. See this light cascade down over your body like a liquid light washing down over you. See the energy washing away all that should not be there. And see this as a dark color being washed away as the white, pure liquid light of the creation rinses your aura clean. See all of the dark grays and blues and purple colors rinsing down and absorbing into the earth. And now I want you to imagine the bottom of your feet for a moment. See your feet begin to grow roots, like those of a plant. See your roots made of energy coming from the bottom of your feet and growing into the ground. See them pierce into the layers of dirt and topsoil as they move down, deeper and deeper into the earth. See yourself growing into a tree. See your legs replaced by roots And feel your body stretching taller, growing higher and higher, reaching towards the sun. And that's it. We're going to end this session here. I thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to have a personal session with me, all of my information will be in the description box. Thank you so much. Have a happy January, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.